the December injury prevention workout. Thank you to Coach Sada for helping me film this today. All right, guys, so first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna do 8 full external rotations. So what that's gonna look like is we're gonna start with our hands in front of our body. We're gonna raise them all the way up to the top. Make sure we're dropping those shoulder blades down, and then we're going all the way down to the side. Then we're coming all the way back up, and then we're dropping the arms down. One important point here, make sure that your shoulder blades are fully retracted, okay? So we don't want our shoulders hunched up like this while we're doing this. We want to make sure they're dropped down, and you're pinching those shoulder blades together the entire time. So we're gonna do 8 of those. Next, you're gonna do the full can move. Now this is one move that we have been doing in our last injury prevention workout. So your hands are out at about 45. So we're not totally out to the side here. We're not totally in the front like this, right at 45. We're gonna cup our hands like we're holding 2 cans, and we're gonna go up, and we're gonna go down. We're gonna do this 8 times, again, really focusing in on those shoulder blades, making sure that they are retracting. 8 of those. Next, we are going to be doing our favorite external rotations. We've done these in every injury prevention workout. They're super great for your shoulders. So I don't have all of my props here with me today, but remember, you want to put a towel in between your elbow and your side so that you keep your shoulder nice and locked in the position right here. And then we're going to be rotating the arm out and bringing it back in. Out and in. So we're doing 10 on each side, and if you want to add a little bit of weight to your hand, grab a peanut butter jar. If you have some hand weights, go ahead and do that too. Next, eyes, Y's, and T's. Your absolute favorite. We're going down on the ground. We are putting our head down here. Now remember, this isn't like a Superman. We're not lifting the chest up off the ground. We're just raising up the arms in an I, Y, and T fashion. I, Y, T. Next, we are going to do 10 scapular raises from a plank position. So this is similar to a push-up. We're just dropping the shoulders down, popping them back up. How many are we doing? We are doing 10. Then we're gonna do 15 push-ups. I'm gonna do 2 because I'm sore. Okay, 15 push-ups, guys. Next, we're gonna do something a little bit new, but a familiar movement for you guys. We're gonna be doing a plank to a downward facing dog. This is a really great way to work some core, but also get a stretch in the hamstrings, which we love. So we're gonna start in a plank. Then we're gonna push up into downward facing dog. Really make sure that you get those heels into the floor. And we're also focusing a little bit on our shoulders here to make sure that we are dropping them down as we do this movement. Now when I say dropping down, I mean that you want to make sure that you feel the shoulders nice and connected, all those good stuff. Okay, so we're gonna be doing 10 of those. Next, we have 10 on each side, single leg hip presses. We did this in the first prevention workout. So you're gonna lie down, you've got one leg up in the air. Remember to put most of the pressure on your shoulders, not on your head. You're not pushing into your head, we're pushing into the shoulders. We're gonna keep that heel nice and close to the glute, and we're gonna push up and come down, up and come down. We're doing 10 on each side. Next, we are going to do good mornings. If you want to add some weights for this one, hang on. Guys, you took all the light weights. Okay, so your typical good morning, you're gonna stand right here. You're gonna make sure that your feet are about hip distance apart, and you're gonna drop down, and then we're gonna come back up. Little bitty bend to the knees, really making sure that that movement is coming from your hamstrings and glutes, or sorry, the movement is coming from your hips, and that is gonna engage the hamstrings in the glutes, which is what we want. If you would like, you can add a little weight, make this a little more of a deadlift. So if you're gonna do that, we're still gonna stand up super straight, still gonna have a little bend to the knees, and we're gonna drop it down, and then we're gonna pull it back up. Dropping it down, pull it back up. So that is going to be for 10. Remember, we're doing these exercises 2 times through. Now the stretch point. First stretch you're gonna do, this one right here, Old Faithful. 30 seconds. Hold it. Go to the other side. 30 seconds. Hold it. Then we're going up and over the head. 30 seconds here. 30 seconds here. Oh, T-spine rotation. This one's my favorite. So we are going to come down to the ground. We're going to put our arms out in a T. We're going to put our knees up in the air. We're going to drop the knees to one side, keeping this shoulder on the ground and keeping our knees as together as possible. Take the hand that's closest to your knee, put it right on top there. We're going to hold here for 30 seconds. After we're done holding here, we're going to slowly start to rainbow the arm above our heads until we feel, ooh, we're feeling a good stretch here. Or if your shoulder starts to pull up off the ground, you want to go just back to where you were before the shoulder came up off the ground. And we're going to hold here for 30 seconds, okay? Do this on both sides. Next. Oh, I can't read my notes. Okay, so we're going to bend one leg. We're going to bring it in to the, just above the knee right here. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Take the arm that's on the same side as your bent leg, and we're going to go up and over. Now, one thing that you can do here to get a little bit more of a stretch through your back is imagine that you are trying to shoot your chest up to the ceiling, and that's going to rotate you open a little bit more. It'll just help you stretch a different area. 30 seconds on each side for that. Next one is another hamstring one, oldie but a goodie. So we're going to rest on the ground with our knees up like this. We're going to take one leg up. And the most important thing on this, guys, you've probably heard me say this in class, make sure your leg is straight. So if you can only go here before your knee starts to bend, we're only going here. We're only going as far as we can to keep the leg straight. We're going to pull it back till we feel a little resistance. You don't want it to be painful, just a little tiny resistance. We're going to hold that stretch for 30 seconds on each leg, and then we're going to repeat it, okay? So 2 times, 30 seconds each. And last but certainly not least, we're going to stand with our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. We're going to drop down to the ground. We're going to go back and forth from each toe 5 times. 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and hold over on one side for 30 seconds. Kind of lean into the stretch a little bit. You can kind of send your hips one direction. And then we're going to go back to the other side for 30 seconds. Give it a nice little pull. And you are done.